passion. Hello, sports fans. Thanks for sticking around if you did for the last hour. Yeah, been away, come back, but now I need to go to the toilet. So when our guest gets here, he can guarantee us exactly where I'm going, because I need a wee. So yeah, but away from that, we're here again. That was just a door shutting. We're here again now. Panama versus Belgium, the first game out of our group. Yeah, see how it goes, man. I get some of your questions up again. I did in the last one. Love Island rocks as Belgium in title is spelt wrong. I'll have to get the editor, the cameraman, to go and sort that when he gets back, as I have no control on that. I say I have no control on that. Lukaku and Hazard up front will be crazy. Yeah. Oh, it's sorted now, he said. I don't know how he spelled it. Is that right now? If it's right now, let me know. I have no idea. But yeah. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we've got Boyata, Dedrick Boyata, ex-Man City, Jan Vertonghen, Courtois, Gracio, Witzel, De Bruyne, Munier, I think that's how you pronounce it, Hazard, Lukaku and Mertens. Mertens is a class player. Hazard, their whole team, they get called the golden generation or the golden boys, something along them lines. I see that Vermaelen and company look like they're injured. Forgan Hazard, Eden Hazard's brothers on the bench. Yeah, this should be a good game. Nice stadium as well, to be fair. It's a nice weird looking sort of arch, but it's nice. I say if you just join us now, get your questions in as soon as possible, and I'll try and answer absolutely anything that you guys ask me. But like I say, man, I hope everyone enjoyed the last live stream we did for the South Korea versus Sweden game. We've seen Sweden take all 3 points in that one. From the penalty, which the captain stood up and took, and he buried it in the bottom right-hand corner. Adam Nash is surely going to be a thrash in this one. Surely going to be a... Oh, there's the VAR people. Surely going to be a thrash in this one, open for goal. Yeah, listen, I'm open for plenty of goals. But the problem is with Belgium, people say a lot of the time they can't play together. You know, they just can't do it. Roman Torres, away from subject, is the only person I recognise in the whole of the team. He's captain, the number 5. There he is, Roman Torres, just come on screen. And he plays in the MLS. I believe he plays like Orlando City or something like that, or Portland Timbers. I've seen a couple of games leading up to this World Cup about him. Obviously in the MLS season. Obviously I do follow the MLS season. He ain't the best of football, but I've watched it. And he's a decent player, to be fair. But like I say, hopefully, I'm going to go for a result. And I feel a bit for Panama, because this is their first ever World Cup that they've ever been in, ever. And I don't see them getting this off to a winning start, if I'm honest. Roberto Martinez there. A lot of pressure on his shoulders. Can he deliver today for Belgium? I think they will be able to. Respect to Panama. Qualified, deserve to be like everybody else. But I don't see them doing anything today. I can see this one being a good 3 or 4-0 to Belgium. Carl Carr, welcome mate, how's it going? Passion for Panama. Yeah, when they sang the national anthem there, they scream that song out. And that's what it's all about, man. It's all about the passion. That's what it's all about. Joe Willett, how's it going, mate? How's it going? Football's coming home indeed, let's say. We're how long away now? 3 hours away from kick-off now for the England game. And it starts getting real now. Our World Cup is literally around the corner. Minutes away, or hours away, should I say. And I'm so excited for the England game later on today. I'm so excited. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I've heard that we've only took 2,000 fans there. I say what you want, say what you will. I think that's good support. I know a lot of countries have took plenty more fans, but you know, it's a 40,000 seated stadium. But as you can imagine, there is Russia locals there as well. How much are tickets for these games? I have no idea. I've heard they're like, some of them are hundreds, some of them are thousands, just to get tickets. So credit to any England fans that have gone there. Amazing support from us. 2,000 It's about a 10-hour journey away, so yeah, well done to the England fans there. And here we go, kick off. The golden generation is what they get called. To Belgium, and Courtois there with an early save, or should I say just an early pick up there. And let's see how Belgium get on, because I've never watched a full Belgium game, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on as a team. And obviously they've got some of the world's best in their team: Eden Hazard, De Bruyne, company, but obviously he's injured now. Lukaku plays Manchester United as well. No problem, Joe. I've got to be honest with you, I prefer Lukaku. Oh, look at that ball. Spins it back. And it's just jumped there. But I thought Lukaku was injured, if I'm honest. But he must be back now. But I've got to be honest with you. I prefer Lukaku when he was at Everton. He seemed to score a lot more. Whereas he's been at Manchester United, he hasn't really done much. Yeah, he scored a couple of goals here and there. But, yeah. Daniel Stevenson says, did you find a place to watch it, AJ, mate, or are you doing a live stream on Borofantv TV? Like you say, I think there's a little bit of confusion with the whole thing earlier, whereabouts we want to watch it. I have no idea to whereabouts we want to watch it yet. I think, you know, it'll be here, or it will be in Middlesbrough Town Centre. Yeah, I think I might have upset a few people earlier when I said, when obviously mentioned a few names, said I don't know whether I want to watch it. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it in the sense of, let's say a few of us, we don't know whether we want to watch it, and that's what I meant to say. I didn't mean anyone's got a problem. So if I want to watch this game, it's like, you know, it's the England game, and like I say, I got no idea. But I say, if I upset anyone in the last stream when I mentioned names, I do apologise. It's never my intention at all. It's a little bit of confusion there, so I am sorry for that. But like I say, I have no idea. It'll either be here or be in Borough Town Centre somewhere. So I have no idea, to be honest. My game a bit ahead of yours, like 1 minute. Yeah, I am behind. I'm about a minute or so behind everybody else. So if there's a goal or there's any action, please don't tell me in the comment section. I know you won't anyway. But yeah, just keep it to yourself until you see my reaction. And as soon as you see my reaction, feel free to tell me. But Panama, again forward early on here. There we go again. That's a free kick to Panama there. And yeah, Panama fans there. And I actually found out a fun fact the other day. Hats in Panama are more popular than what the national team is. So if you own a hat, as if it's a fancy hat, people are more interested in your hat than what they are the national team. And that made me think, wow, like that's mental. Like in their culture, hats are more popular than what the national team is. Whereas if someone wears a hat in England, it's just like, oh, it's just a hat. But if the national team's playing, it's like, oh, it's England, I better go watch the game. It's a bit weird how that sort of happens. No, you mean try and find a place with better atmosphere to watch it? Yeah. Like I say, I'm all about the atmosphere of football matches. Like I say, I've never been, like I say, before I joined with Borofantv TV, I used to go to Red Car and watch it. And like I say, there's a cracking pub called The Livery. I used to go upstairs in The Livery. And everyone would be up for it, everyone would be jumping all over. It was always a cracking atmosphere. So, like I say, I don't like going to pubs, I'll be honest with you. But like I say, man, I'll go with the majority. I'll do whatever anybody else wants to do. I'm not particularly fussed whether to watch the game. Just as long as the TV there and I can watch the match, it's, as long as I can watch the boys, it's like I say, I'm not hugely bothered. Panama have just scored. It's 3-0. I'm not that far behind. But cheers to Joe for clearing up. Yeah, so I'm not that far behind. My clock's just hitting 3 minutes 57 seconds now. That's how far behind I am to everybody else. But Belgium haven't played in the ball early on. They are a great team, Belgium. They have got some fantastic players. And they're a team really to watch in our group. I think, you know, when England will play Belgium, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. And I think against this sort of opposition, you're going to have to take your chances straight away. Hey, Ross Murphy. How you doing, mate? All right? Cheers for joining the stream. Eden Hazard now. Another class player. Unbelievable player. Will he stay at Chelsea for next season? I don't know. I have no idea. Ball goes in. Oh! He's going to keep that one in there. He's going to keep it in. No, he's not going to keep it in. They're kicking off the official. I think the official actually stopped him there from getting the ball back. That's a free kick. You know, I'm getting sick of all these daft free kicks that keep getting given out. Bit daft. 43,000 Peru fans at Russia, please explain. Wow, that's quite a few. I think there's only 2,000 English fans. I am a little bit disappointed in our attendance. I thought we would have took a lot more. Like I say, France, I'm not only going to France, we took loads to France. Is it because of the distance, or is it because of the time, or the money for a ticket, who knows? But I honestly thought we'd take more than 2,000 tonight to the opening game. I'm sure against Belgium, or see if we get to the quarters, I'm sure then there'll be more fans than what there is tonight, but 2,000. I don't know if that's what our allocation was, but I'm a little bit disappointed in our attendance. Of course, I'm not one to speak, because obviously I haven't gone myself as a fellow Englishman, but you know, I've got work and whatnot. But I guess the fans that have gone there, great, but he's a chance now. Oh, he should have maybe done a bit better there. I think that was Carrasco there. The ball fell to him across the box. It goes across the box to the here we go again. I think it's De Bruyne. He had it and he played it across the player, let it go. I think it was Hazard. Carrasco come running onto it. He could have maybe took a touch there and did a bit, obviously done a little bit better. See Middlesbrough accepted a bid for Paddy McNair. Yeah, seen the McNair bid accepted, and I'm not particularly happy with it. I wouldn't have got him myself. Oh, here comes Belgium. Oh, he's got plenty of space. I think it's De Bruyne. Great save, and that's going to go out for a corner ball. And yeah, Martinez with the shot there. Fantastic effort. Great save. So what follow up from the Panama goalkeeper there. Fantastic there, fantastic. Short corner. Martinez. Hi AJT, how are you today? I hope Fisht down. Good man, sweet. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm alright. I say I'm alright, mate. Not good, not great, but I'm alright. Yeah, not bad at all. Thank you very much. Ready for tonight? Ready for tonight's game, England. We're hoping that we get a good start to the competition. And like I say, sing loud and proud that national anthem when the belt's out. Always proud to be an Englishman, so really can't wait for tonight's game. I think it's going to be excellent, I really do. The amount of dives and penalties so far at the World Cup is, yeah, it's getting a bit daft where if you touch a single player, it feels like they just fall down straight away. It's a little bit silly. How do you think Kane will get through tonight? Well, we hope he gets a couple of goals. That's the one thing I hope for. I hope he gets a couple of goals and can hopefully get some confidence underneath his belt. I'm sure he's confident already from being England captain, being made England captain. Let's say it must be an amazing feeling to be the England captain. Be able to walk out the England team for training and for the matches and whatnot, and especially at a stage at this level. And you know what I mean? You are representing your country even more by having that captaincy with you. So I hope he does well, and that's it. So we can get a couple of goals to boost his confidence a little bit more. Well, guess you watching an England match with you, AJT? Yes. Guess he will be watching an England match with me, yeah, 100%. As far as I know, yes, he will be. Ryan Home too, watching from Dubai. Wow, that's amazing, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, that's crazy, Ryan. Watching from Dubai. I've never been to Dubai myself. I've heard it's a very, very clean country. I've heard there's nothing really on the floor, no rubbish, nothing. I've heard it's a very clean but beautiful country to visit, or should I say a place to visit. But yeah, lovely, man. Class. Thanks so much for tuning in. That's actually made me day, man. Thank you so much for tuning in from Dubai. That's amazing. Thank you. VAR has been bad as well. Yeah, I don't know if I can agree with that comment, if I'm honest with you, Daniel. From what I've seen with the VAR, it's sort of helped a bit because there's been some decisions. I mean, look at the last game, especially in the Sweden game. The referee wasn't going to give a penalty. And I thought it was a penalty, and everybody else in the chat thought it was a penalty. He went and gave a penalty. So, in that respect, you can kind of see that, you know, some vital decisions have been made from the VAR. And yeah, I don't think it's been too. I mean, I don't so much like the wait. I think the weight of the VAR takes the mick a bit. You're almost waiting 10 minutes to find out a decision. Well, that's what it feels like, anyways. But yeah, I do like it. I've got to admit, I do like it. Hiya Jack, alright mate, you're the legend mate, thank you so much for tuning in. The reason why I keep moving around quite a bit is because I'm busting for the toilet and I can't go until the guest gets here. As soon as the guest gets here, by the guest I don't mean guest here, I mean I have got a genuinely there is going to be a guest on it as well as me being a guest, obviously to the channel. going to be another one sat next to me as well. You'll all know who he is. If you watched the earlier live stream, I announced who it was going to be. The guy joining me. Very excited to have him watching a match with me again. Very, very excited. But as we are, 10 minutes played, and it's 0-0 between Belgium and Panama. And it's not been a bad game. But Belgium just keep getting the ball back. I feel a goal coming any minute now for Belgium, if I'm honest. In my opinion, VAR is something that's a great idea and we need in football, but I'm saying the way they're doing it. But yeah, I would agree. I mean, VAR, it should be one of the things where, boom, okay, decision needs to be made. Whereas they're taking the mick, whereas they're playing on for maybe, like, say, 5-7 minutes. Oh! I have to interrupt myself there. A chance there, Hazard chased down the ball. Torres didn't get the pass spot on. Eden Hazard ran onto it there and had a shot him into side netting, but that'll be the first scare. Hazard's very quick, and that's what he's looking for. Them sort of passes back. They aren't the strongest, and Hazard nearly made Panama pay there. Brilliant effort. But like I say, as for the VAR, I think it's a great idea, I do, and it's something that football needed. In the sense of, don't have the break for so long. I say, the whole decision thing, it needs to be spot on. The guy should review it once, maybe even twice. Referee gets the decision done. Whereas these run over obviously the referees run off the pitch, checking things over, and I don't think that's all needed, to be quite honest. Brilliant ball again there. That's Courtois on the ball. I just kicked that one out of play there. Out of VRL, I believe that is. He went to play it off to Martinez and he got nowhere near him, booted out of play. I don't think the referee needs to come off the pitch and look at the little screen. Yeah, I think that takes him a bit as well, Daniel. I don't think he needs to. I think you just have one of the earpiece things. Okay, it's a penalty. Okay, let's give it, that sort of thing. If we had to judge Belgium in this game, because I don't think they protested. Yeah, Panama. I'll be honest. I don't know anything about Panama. I don't know about the way they play. I don't recognise any of the players except Torres, who's obviously their captain, plays in the MLS. But apart from him, really, I don't know anyone. I don't know anybody. I don't know how well they've played leading up to these games. I know nothing. So, I say I don't think they'll be testing much, but we got a yellow card there. I mean, it's a bit hard. He gave me a yellow card there. Mounier, but he's gone in to get the ball. And yes, he's caught the lad in the stomach with his hand, but I don't think it's a yellow card. It's a bit excessive. But as I say, yeah, it'd be hard to judge Belgium. But, you know, everybody knows how good these lads are. So, I mean, they don't mess about, man. They get stuck in, they create the chances and try and win games. So, but like everybody else, this won't be easy. Cargo's on that one. Nearly 15 minutes in, still 0-0 between Belgium and Panama. And I want something to excite me, man. That's why I'm not overly getting excited, because I'm not seeing enough in these games to get me excited, really. I mean, the Russia one was great. You know, with the 5-0. Spain v Portugal, the game was a fantastic one, but this one hasn't been that good so far. It's only 15 minutes in, remember. Great ball again, but Belgium is hoofing balls forward at the minute. Guess how many Premier League players are in the starting eleven for Belgium? Trying to tell you to take a guess. We've got Courtois, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, De Bruyne, Hazard, Lukaku. Is it 6? I'm going to guess 6, Ross. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm going to guess 6. I think might be in the team. Lukaku, Hazard, De Bruyne, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Courtois. I think it may only be 6. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm going to guess 6. No. It's been boring so far. One decent chance in the game. And it went to Hazard, a dodgy back pass, and he ran onto it, putting the side netting.
How many Premier League players are in Belgium starting 11?
I guess 6. Courtois, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Hazard, De Bruyne, Lukaku. I guessed 6, but I might be wrong. But Panama, to be fair, they're having a good go at this game. Getting a few decisions gone their way, but nothing magic. But I'll be honest with you, they're playing all right, you know. They're not playing bad. They're passing the ball about well, but yeah, Belgium aren't really breaking sweat. They're not really getting tested that much, to be honest. They're just putting the long balls up and their defenders can't deal with it. But you can tell he's an MLS player with no disrespect to Torres. Because he ain't the best of defenders. Whereas these are the Premier League. You can definitely see the difference in class. You're right, it's 6. Yeah, I thought it was, man. I'm happy with that. Daniel, I've seen you've retracted all your messages, mate. You alright? Is everything okay? You didn't say nothing bad. I don't think they've been deleted. If they have been deleted, I don't know why they've been deleted. I'm just saying, message retracted.
No, that was them.
Oh, fair enough, Daniel. Yeah, same man, you've deleted about nearly for every single message you've sent me, but none of them are bad.
He's retracted them.
I don't know what. Every single message, right, you've got them retracted, Daniel, and I don't know why, mate. You didn't say nothing to hurt my feelings or say anything bad about the stream. They're all good, honest questions, so I hope you're alright, mate. They're playing these short corners as well. I think England are going to struggle against Belgium. I'm going to be honest with everyone now, because before we even kick the ball, these are good, and I can already tell the class they've got through out of the midfield. They've got Martinez, who's a cracking player, Hazard, Lukaku. And they've got really good creative individual like players, and they're certainly a threat. I mean, if they're causing Panama problems, I say, man, without ball being kicked tonight, I'm not going to judge the England players too much, but I'm just hoping we can deal with this sort of pressure, because when these attack, and these are a mean force. You can see it already. We're only 20 minutes in, and it's still 0-0. But Belgium, They haven't really. I say they haven't caused a threat. They have caused a threat, because these long balls to Lukaku are causing them all kind of problems. But Panama, given it's the first World Cup, they're playing well. I wouldn't write them off just yet. I think they're playing good football. Like that. Look at that now. Oh, they're nearly in there. Do you think oh, breaks up with the Middlesbrough team? Oh, is he 1%? Nah, I don't know about McNair. I don't know about it. I mean, it kind of makes you think, if he's coming this way, does it mean Ledbetter's going that way and we're trying to fill his spot, or does it mean there'll be no more Bessie next season and McNair be the partnership with Clayton? I hope he does something, but like I say, man, the minute he puts a Borough shirt on, or should I say, the minute he signs Middlesbrough, I'll support him until the day he goes, or until the day he retires at Middlesbrough, if that's the case. I'm hoping he brings something. I didn't want him. He isn't a player I would have gone for in the market. Obviously, my options were Morrison or Besic or someone along them sorts. But I said, if McNair's coming, if he's young, he's got potential, then why not? But £5 million for a championship team is a lot of money. I just hope he's alright. Oh, he's missed it! Lukaku must be no more than about 3 yards out there. And it's an open goal in front of him. De Bruyne does fantastically well there to get the ball in the box. And Lukaku, mate. For a player of your class. I know you were going to go for it, he blocked it, but I think you should have been getting onto that. Did the BBC use my clip? What? The BBC used my clip.
What clip?
But I've just been told to use my clip. Have you sent anything to BBC?
No.
That's a bit weird.
Tell them to send us it.
Alright. Nah, sorry, my brother was getting on the stream to take the pic. Oh, but they didn't watch football. Fair enough, Daniel. Kian, if that's true, can you please send it to Borofantv and send it to myself as well? Can you send it to my Instagram or whatever, or on my Facebook? But send it to the Borofantv Facebook. Whichever clip it was, like send and record it on your phone and try and send it over to us as soon as you can. If that's the truth. I said I don't know what clip it is. If you use a clip of mine, whether it be one of my previews or something, I have no idea. But because I haven't spoken on the Belgium Panama game, I got no idea what clip it would be. But I say, man, if it was true, please send it in.
Vardy's on fire.
Yeah, it was a.
Borofantv in the corner.
See.
Whoa! Hang on. They ain't asked to use our clip.
Yeah, but still.
I'll be getting my bill sent into them. The BBC can't be getting away with copyright theft.
Do us a favour, Keane. You won't get in trouble, right? Just send that over to us. Like ASAP, as soon as you can, please.
I'll take Gary Lineker and his stupid ears down.
But like I say, if it's 100% true, which I'm guessing it is, because I don't think you would lie to us, and I ain't accusing you of lying, send it over to us if you could on our Facebook page. If you don't have Facebook, Instagram it to us, please.
Kaboom.
Cheers. Well, have you found it?
No, I'm just looking now.
Yes, no worries. No worries if you meant the Borofantv one. Just send it over to us, mate, if you could. Send over the clip they used, obviously it must have been for this game. And yeah, send it to us if you can, please, mate. That's a great ball for Panama. That's unlucky. Oh, great. Gotta go out now.
I believe I can hear the fox coming in. He's just trying to get a handle on it. He's found the handle.
It's in the bag. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one, bro. I'll eat it now, me, I'm starving.
It's not KFC.
Huh?
It's not KFC.
What is it?
It's KFC. What's he going to do with brand recognition?
What's in your bag there?
Just gym stuff.
Alright.
Possibly Matthew.
No, mate, twist it, what are you doing? Nah.
There were the screws on the door.
Stay like that.
Here's your Mike Foxy.
Cheers, mate.
Sorry, Leon.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Hi, sports fans. You, 2 seconds.
Have you seen that clipping yet?
Right.
Been on BBC, mate.
You what?
We've been on BBC apparently.
Have you really?
We have.
I haven't.
I'm going to Borofantv video.
Yo, hi sports fans.
Stolen.
Really? Copyright laws there, surely. There's all sorts going on there. Why are we sat so far apart? I don't understand it.
Yeah. Hang on, you wait here. I need to go to the toilet. As my phone to get the fingers up.
Sorry guys, I'm late. I've had some serious stuff going down with the missus today. I'm just about to have a baby.
They're all on them. They're coming through as they come.
Who've you answered? Have you? Matty, are you Matty? Rob, will you be on the camera for the England match?
Possibly.
Possibly. Jack, are you Jack? Are you still whipping out the dance moves for the England game, AJ? Has he got some moves planned there, like Jack?
What?
Have we had a dry run of his moves?
He can break dance.
A big shout out to Mr. Ken Treewin. He's going. Apparently he can. Are you Jack? Are you Ross? Apparently, he said he can break dance there. So I don't know what the situation is with that. But to me, that sounds like that's a challenge. He said it on camera as well. So really, if we get enough shout outs now for AJ to do some break dancing, I'm hoping it's not like Peter Crouch's robot. He needs to get on with that now for me. So whatever he says now, AJ has to do a little bit.
Has he took his mic?
Sorry for looking like a dinner lady. I didn't ask for this haircut. I got told I had to get it. He's took his mic. AJ has actually gone.
I'll turn it off.
No, there's nothing yet, Guesty. There's nothing. According to the midwife, we're going into July. So that's... I don't know how to take that. I haven't painted the baby's bedroom yet, but apparently I can't paint it while the baby's in the bedroom. Something to do with fumes. But I don't know why we can't put her a little mask on. I don't know what health and safety rules that's breaking. Get her tough straight away. But no, nothing yet, Mr. Guest. Nothing. Guesty said there. Can he break dance? But he'll break the chair. He's not allowed any furniture anywhere within a 2 metre parameter of him when he does this break dancing. Potentially, we're going to have to do it outside on concrete. I'm just looking at the lad's statistics. It's nothing to do with his size. We're just being realistic here. I don't think the studio we can afford to not have a floor. We can't do this without a floor, can we, Rob? AJ, there's a lot of shouts out here for you to do a bit of breakdancing, and there's a few people saying as well.
You took the mic to the toilet.
We heard everything. It's a girl, Ross. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's a girl. First one. So if you've got any advice, it's much appreciated because everybody wants to give us some advice, and it's just mind blowing. But yeah, girl. So every single person that I speak to who's got a baby girl tells me that's the last thing that you want. You want a baby boy, but I don't know whether we can stick her back on eBay and see if we can swap her. But what's been going on with this game, by the way? Because I haven't seen anything. Belgium look pretty garbage from this last 5 minutes. It is. Oh, do you know what as well? Just as we're talking baby talk, the missus is ringing me. I can't talk to her. If you want to talk to her, yeah. I'm off duty now. I'm off duty. Kean said he sent us a video, AJ.
Oh, it is as well.
We've just got it, Kean. They're just having a look at it now, bud. Jack.
He's watching that on YouTube.
Right, Jack said, by the way, I think it was a Saturday thing. Then he probably did say that what game was on Saturday, but you said you're going to break dance. Oh, these are championship reviews and previews. Any name ideas?
Don't take mine.
I reckon we should call it Dave.
Is this for the baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave's a good name.
Dave.
Dave off League of Gentlemen. Has anyone seen League of Gentlemen?
Or Frank.
Hello, Dave.
See.
Where
you got up to here?
I've got up to.
Oh, whipping out.
No.
Dance moves.
Yeah, no, I've got up to. Jack. I've got up to championship reviews and previews, and all Guesty there's just shot a one in. Beware of boys like Foxy. The thing is, though, Guesty, what everyone's told me, especially me mum, who's had me and my brother and then a little girl, said at least with boys you know what they're up to, because they're always loud. Yeah. And I know people. I mean, I know I'm. People want to say I'm loud. Maybe I'm a little bit loud, but with a little girl, my mum said you never knew what she was up to. So, I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right.
It's all game, Foxy, is what Ross Murphy said.
Is it, Ross? Thanks, mate, because I haven't seen any of it. I've been sat in Ward 32, whatever it was, just trying my hardest not to stare at nurses. So, it's hard, though, really hard. So,
it's been a bit, though.
Anything from anyone?
Yeah, like as I rang on, when I can speak, mate. Their captain, Torres, who plays in the MLS, that used to obviously couldn't follow the MLS, he's the only player I know.
Yeah.
He did dodge a back pass, and I mean, has I gone into it inside netting?
Do either one of them, and obviously I know we don't know yet, but we're expecting England to get out the traps this afternoon. Well, hopefully, but
you know, right, so
are any of these look a threat at all? Nothing?
This is Panama, right? Hats are more popular in their country than what the national team is.
I mean, they do an hell of a hat, like. I mean,
so
you can't argue.
If you wore that to Panama, people would be more obsessed with your hat than what the national team.
To be honest, I ain't got no football skills, so I mean, but that's so why isn't so hats are a national pastime in Panama?
They just love them. They just love hats.
Love a hat. Well, a cigar and a hat, isn't it? Panama.
Also, Daz's football stand said, "All right, guys." Daz's football stand.
All right, Daz. What are you thinking about England tonight? Anyone? I mean, just
Plus every Buddha game he went home. Daz.
Really, quality that.
Been on his channel once, did an interview for him.
Class that, class. Big up that, respect to you.
He said that he doesn't like cheesy chicken.
No, I don't. Does anyone like? I like cheese on chicken with bacon in a.
He said that cheese and chicken don't mix.
I think they do. With bacon, you have to have bacon. But I think they do.
Can't have bacon.
That's a parmo, that isn't it? Really, without betch.
Oh, the betch.
The betch.
Michael Betch.
Without the betch, it's not a parmo, like it's a chicken with cheese, as he said. Well, I just want to say though, because obviously I haven't been here today, what people's thoughts are on the weekend we've just had. I don't know if you've discussed all this, but just for me personally, like obviously this is a dull game. So where are we all at with say Germany, Argentina, Brazil? Obviously they were all appalling, but are we all under the impression that teams get off to a slow start and the kick off? So if England come out the traps tonight and win 3-0, is that a good thing we've got off to a flyer, or would we rather we scrape the 1-0 and kind of get into our groove? Where are we at? Because there's only 6 games in the World Cup, isn't there? If you go all the way to the final, so
7.
Is it 7? I thought it was 6. 3 in the group. Sure. Second quarters. Yes, 7. So 7 if you get all the way to the final. So
yeah, there's the last 16 in there.
Yes, so last 16, 7 games. So what are we all thinking about? Team slow start. If I start,
we'll be in the final.
Who have we been impressed by?
Yeah.
I've been impressed by Portugal, if I'm honest. Switzerland.
Daz's football stand said England to win 3-1.
Good shout, that. Good shout. I think there'll be 3 goals. I think we'll win by. Did you? I think we'll win by 2 clear goals. But I also have a sneaky feeling they might score.
He said Belgium have been in control but haven't created many chances.
See, that's a story of a Belgium team, though. They have all these players, yet they never seem to be a team for me. They have a lot of individuals there. Like, is Nangolan started? Hazard? Both are Hazards in there, though, in the squad. Nangolan's a player.
Panama might score. They're having a lot of. Maybe it's not.
It wouldn't surprise you, though, would it?
No, over the weekend we saw Mexico beating Germany, and then all the tears afterwards. You know, it showed.
Great result, that. Yeah, I mean, that for me is probably.
And
one
I
of
said
the
weeks ago that they're going to be dark horses competition.
Well, I've not even read it up to them. I thought Serbia would be for me, but.
Right, we've just had a message in on Facebook saying, think we are getting Nelson Oliveira.
No way.
Norwich.
See, he's half decent, but at the same time, he's nothing flash.
Nah. I was going to say exactly the same thing.
I'd have had Jacob Murphy, but obviously
100%.
he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone Cardiff.
What's his name? Harrison?
Yeah, Madison.
Madison.
He's out the way as well. He's like he's going to arse or something.
Yeah, he's got player
He's class 20 million.
Yeah,
I'd have that.
Well, we said it last season, didn't we, on the previews?
I'd have Forestieri.
Well, we did. I mean, we did when we looked at it, didn't we? And he was scoring goals left, right, and centre. But who else was it? Who was? Was it Teddy Bishop? Who I was trying to sort you about? I think the other day when I was talking about Derby midfielders. I'm sure there's a midfielder at Derby called Teddy Bishop.
Oh,
he was only a young kid.
Who was that?
And I was talking to you the other day about. I couldn't think who it was, but when we were talking about Lampard going there, Lampard is the type of guy that will get this type of guy into a starlet. He's only 20, but he's really rated quite highly. He's a similar midfielder to Lampard.
Oh, it's a great ball. Lukaku. Oh,
well, I think there'll be a surprise this season, Derby. But anyway,
game's been exciting. Someone said, Jack Hunter said, game's been exciting. It's great to see Leicester teams competing and getting results.
Definitely. Do you know what though, Jack? On that, for me, probably as everyone is, I'm just a football purist, and I could quite happily sit there and watch Barnet v Accrington Stanley or whoever it was, and I'm happy watching football when it's football. So then when you take into that the lower teams are now starting to do stuff, it's adding that element of excitement that I didn't expect in this World Cup. But somebody made a very good point yesterday, and I'm gonna, not normally that I would do this, but it was Danny Murphy. And he said basically, but it's an obvious thing, other people have probably thought this, but I'd overlooked this, that the top players have had too long a break now since the start, the end of the season, whereas a lot of these other teams have been playing a lot. They've had more friendlies and they've had lower leagues they've been playing. So do we think that the big teams the big players haven't got the sharpness together just yet, and that's why teams are competing with them because they've got the same fitness levels? So are we looking at maybe game 2 and 3 where the top class players get the sharpnesses back? Like in the Brazil team, like in the Germany team, like in Argentina. And then we start to see the results change and be a bit more where the teams are getting hammered. But
Hazard. Could have put the other side.
Germany, for me, I don't know if anyone else wants to comment on this, but Germany, for me, looked so unorganised yesterday, which is something I would never expect from a German team.
Just get back, sorry, mate.
Yeah, no, go on, I'm just...
Kean Teen said, have you seen the video?
No, I haven't. What's that?
I've just seen it then.
It just looks as though it's been watched on YouTube.
Kean, was it definitely on BBC or was it on your TV on YouTube, mate? Because it's really important.
What was it? Is it these on?
It was.
No, see, the reason being, mate, is because the video clip that was sent in has the YouTube watermark in the bottom right-hand corner, not the Borofantv one, just the, do you know the one?
So they've had a few
now,
shots
when you
there.
Download that video on YouTube, that doesn't appear. Do you know what I mean?
That's a
so
great
you
little ball, that.
see that usually.
Fair.
These are all right. These Panama, like from what I've seen in 5 minutes, they like having the ball. Corner, sloppy defending that. Carrasco.
Joe Willett said, going well so far for Belgium until that happens. I think he works to the corner. Lukaku representing United. Or Murphy said,
I mean, he's had a blinding season, hasn't he, again at United? But you know, the stats with Lukaku are crazy. He's got 20 goals on average every season since he's been at Everton. Yeah. I think he scored over 100 Premier League goals, hasn't he? The guy's frightening. For me, somebody like Lukaku, though, should be dominating games. I always worry when...
With the build that he is and the strength he's got, and the power in his shot.
And
Drogba did.
Drogba did it, but I think he's a poor man's Drogba. He's not
as good as Drogba.
He's not in Drogba's league, but he should be though, Rob, shouldn't he?
He should be, yeah. He's the same sort of...
It's very similar play. He's got...
Everything about him is very similar, mate.
When he's on it, mate, he's untouchable in the Premiership.
Yeah.
But what are you getting? Maybe 2 in 4? 2
and
good games in 4?
Price,
yeah, he should be every
game.
game.
Should be consistent, mate.
Yeah.
Someone said, Ross Murphy said, I think if England reach the quarterfinals, that's a positive World Cup.
Do you know what? I agree with that. Did anyone watch that stuff last night about the England managers on BBC Two?
No.
And it was really good, and it was all different England managers since have been like, so right back towards like Kevin Keegan, interviewing Sven-Göran and Eriksson.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Interviewing everybody. Sven-Göran and Eriksson said when we got knocked out against Portugal on penalties, do you remember when Rooney got sent off and the old wing off Ronaldo? Eriksson said then that we should have definitely been in a final. We were good enough to be in a final, but yet again, he blamed it on not taking a mental coach to the World Cup so that we could deal with penalties. And we got beat on penalties, but he said, but I remember looking back on that now, and when we talk about England teams, and we haven't had a good team since this, so when you actually break it down, we have had some really good teams, and we've gone out on penalties, i.e. that one, I think it was the 2006.
Italy as well.
Italy's another one.
When Pirlo for you,
we seem to have a golden generation from 94 right up until 2002, maybe 2004.
When Eriksson took over.
Yeah, we had a golden generation.
Well, look at Germany, 5-1 in their own backyard in the qualifying, but then they came to us, didn't they? This is how, because Eriksson got the job. That season there, we'd been beaten at the last game in Wembley. Remember, Dieter Harman had scored that free kick from 40 yards in the rain. Kevin Keegan walked out and then Eriksson took over. And we went there and beat them 5-1. And then that's when Germany changed
I watched that in an airport.
Did you?
FIFA, yeah. A 10-hour delay in the airport, mate.
That's a good delay though if you get to watch a game like that.
I watched, this is how it worked out, mate. I watched it live. An hour later, I then watched the replay of that match.
Because you do, don't you?
And then I watched it again later on.
Yeah, class.
But it was funny because there was loads of Germans behind like a glass partition waiting because their flights were delayed as well. So they were all stood behind this glass partition behind us. And we battered them, absolutely battered them.
I mean, they can't have said much to you there.
Oh, they didn't say no.
They can't have had now to say.
We weren't interacting, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they were behind like a big glass partition that you couldn't get through, but...
Wasn't it, I mean, even to me, Lesky had scored a crack at that day.
Just get through a few questions quick.
Yeah, sorry.
There's loads of coming in here.
Sorry.
Matthew Gross, no worries. Matthew Gross says, I was impressed with Brazil in the first 30 minutes and thought Portugal looked good as well.
Yeah, me too, Matthew. I thought Brazil looked untouchable for 30 minutes and then, as teams have shown in this so far, people have got shaky defences.
Argentina surprised me.
Well, Messi was garbage for me.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Oh, where's that going?
But again, sports fans, for me, what tournament has Messi ever been classed in? We levelled this at Ronaldo and Messi in the last, like, say, 5, 6, 7 years, where who's the best player in the world when it comes down to what they do in the world?
Ronaldo, mate.
Now, Ronaldo definitely has took that now for me. And Ronaldo, Portugal, as much as I hate to say this, there was no reason why they can't win this World Cup.
They were class years ago when they had likes of Luis Figo, Rui Costa, Deco.
Oh, they were special then.
Do you know what I mean?
But 2010 in South Africa, 2000, was it 2010 in South Africa?
2000,
when they won it, first time, and then they won the Euros, Spain. Was that when it was? But when they won the World Cup in recent time and then they won the Euros,
it was.
And they played without a striker, basically, and kind of took the mick out of everyone, said, we're not even going to start. We played Fabregas up front, didn't they?
Iniesta as well,
yeah, and they were untouchable. The football was untouchable, but then...
Yeah, but they were boring to watch them,
right? Do you know what? But that's what I'm going to say. For me, I think there's a level where, you know what, right, I'm going to put this out there. For me, I've been having to watch Love Island recently. I'm sorry to say that,
I love it.
Right, well, we won't get into a conversation, but I'm only allowed to watch football if I watch that. So, I know that's poor, I apologise. But some of the girls in it, when you look at them from a distance, you think, what? But when you actually, they're too perfect, everything's an implant and everything. There's a level where you like a little bit of an imperfection on something. And that was the same with football for me. It was Spain. It was like watching your mate on FIFA. It was the pro at FIFA. It was too easy to pass everything. I like them little imperfections in football where there's a bad touch or somebody robs someone or there's a bit of skill that goes wrong or it doesn't finish the way it... Those types of games, I like to see football in a game, and I'm always saying that with Borough, I'm always a purist, but I like to be in times where you don't just pass the ball, you need to see a 40-yarder, you need to see a quick attack. Spain didn't want to, and it did get boring, but who would have ever thought that watching Spain and saying they just want to watch that football, we'd just say, nah, it'll get boring. But it did.
I'll get ripped to bits here, but I used to think Barcelona were one of the most boring teams in football to watch.
What, because of the way they played?
Yeah, and then they turned into Spain.
What do we think of that?
Same, mate.
I can see where you're coming from.
It was just boring. There was no excitement.
No, that's what I mean.
For me.
There was never a direct 40-yard ball, was there?
No.
There was never like a quick...
It was like, he's 2 yards away from me. Pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
Do you know what else you got with that, Rob?
Keeper, pass.
There was never anyone who wanted to take a 25-yard shot. It would all have to be, let's get in the 6-yard box and score a tap in.
And there was no runs.
No.
You wouldn't see like a defender.
There was plenty of triangles, though.
Yeah. It was all boring little triangles. It did my nut writing.
Well, they don't play like that now, do they?
Joe Willett said football's coming home.
Oh, I hope so.
Ross Smith, I say, man, because there's loads of questions here.
There's no reason why it can't.
Let's fly through it. Go on. Yeah, you're right.
Going through some of the questions.
Especially if we've been watching, everyone's been listening to the stuff that's been coming out the England camp with the way they're all talking and all the... It's a different thing that I've ever seen before. But again, I think it's because the expectation levels from everyone in this country have dropped, rightly so. So now we're actually going into a tournament where we ain't wanting to beat them up.
No.
The minute something goes wrong, and I hope that continues, because we know as Borough fans and anyone else who's watching football fans that it's all right being negative after a game and picking out this, but during the games, before the games, no matter whether you agree with the selection or who's the manager or what, you just got to get involved and be positive.
I mean, it's literally because there's loads of questions.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Let's just try and get. Let's try and.
I've already answered what channel is it on.
Yeah, I'm right at the top still. I'm Ross Murphy. What's your thoughts on McNair?
I like it. I think if he can stay fit That's a really good signing for 5 million. He can play. He can play. He's a defender. He's a midfielder. But keeping him fit. But the one thing Borough have always been good at, as long as we've always had good physiotherapists, as crazy as that sounds, and we've always had good groundsmen, and you never really hear about Borough. Don't get a lot of injuries. We have a few here and there, you know, but we've got good physiotherapists, and that's a big thing in the modern game. We're good at fixing people.
We're the opposite of Arsenal.
We are. So I think if we can stay fit, I would play him instead of. I'd play him defensive midfield because Lead Boots is finished. Obviously, he's going. Clayton, nah, I've seen enough of him now to know that I don't want him there. He's not quick enough. What we need in that position now, for me, is somebody that doesn't need 3 touches and that can. We need to. We've just been talking about space for football. If we can start to make runs more and we've got support, we can start playing 1 touch, 2 touch football in the centre of the park. And that's what slowed us down last season when we wanted to attack that way, is that we couldn't play quick. Because Clayton never wanted to do that, and neither did Ledbetter. But you need that. But yeah, good signing. I mean, what are your thoughts, Borough fans?
Just thought this is only a minute left of this half to go.
Especially for 5 million, what are your thoughts on him?
I don't want him, but that's my opinion.
Because he's injury prone.
I don't rate him. I've never really seen him play. I've never really heard the kid.
Well, I'd have a look at him right before you decide what you think, because he is a good player.
I'm a bit frustrated the fact that I'm thinking to myself, if he's coming in, I hope he's coming in as a squad player, but I don't think he will. If he comes in, it looks like more Besic isn't coming in.
No, because they're different players for me though. The different
Besic is
players.
worth 5 million.
Yeah, but I'm sure they've got more money to spend. I hope, and if you're right, what you're saying, I would sacrifice a defensive player all day long because we need attacking players.
Yeah.
So if that's the crack, and I hope it isn't, then I'd be very disappointed. But what I'm hoping, and I'm just trying to take that positivity now, is go. Well, if they're prepared to spend a daft 5 million our terms now for a young laddish, is great money, but. If we've got a really small budget, and then like I said the other day, guys, about the Traore scenario, if he's going to go and we're going to get 20 million plus for him, get rid of him so we can go out and buy the other player that we want to bring in, whoever, an attacking player, a couple if we need it. But I hope you're wrong on that basis that we haven't got a small budget. But
all right,
we never know, do we?
It's half time. Fly through some of these, and then I normally go off for half time. I like to go and chill out for a bit.
Okay.
But like I say, let's try and get some flying through these.
I might have to go and have me dinner, guys. I mean,
we can answer these after half time.
I've had 3 Ravitas today.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Come back after half time and answer the question.
Yeah.
Right, guys,
we'll back in 10 minutes.
Give us 10 minutes. Don't anyone we'll answer all your questions. If you've got anything, keep firing in because
we've finished. When we come back, we're answering Daz's football stands. I think England will get to the quarter-final but get knocked out after France and Germany. We'll answer that one straight.
We'll come back to that, Daz.
Ready?
Hold that thought.
There. We're coming back.
Is it kicked off again?
It's about to, yeah. Hello, Owen Swift here, and here the lads, Foxy, joining us.
Yo.
AJT, bit of fat pig in the
He's cooking his dinner.
he's cooking his chicken.
He's cooking his chicken, sports fans.
He's in the cafe.
Well, it wasn't a cafe until he brought his packed lunch in. And then now it's turned into like, well, if you go in there now, it's like a canteen, yeah. It's like feeding the 5,000. It's like...
You've got enough there to feed the 5,000.
Well, I've already brought some. I thought, oh, he might want some as well, but he said no now, he's making me look like a pig. But what's happened here is, I don't think anyone really cares, but I've over-mic'd the first lot, so I brought it with me anyway, and then I've put the rest in, and it's okay now, so I'm not going to eat all this.
Better to be over-mic'd instead of under-mic'd.
And that is a lesson for everyone in life.
It is.
To be fair, right, he must have his phone on, so we'll answer your questions and stuff in a minute, guys, so keep them coming in. What are your thoughts on this, by the way, so far? Poor, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think if England were playing these today, I think we'd have absolutely smashed them.
Do you think Belgium is just kind of, they've turned up again to another tournament with a team full of good players, but they're not going to do anything again? I mean, Wales put them out the last tournament, which says everything. I mean, you can't be a poor team with Hazard, De Bruyne and Lukaku in your team. Amongst all the other players that are in there, Mertens, Nangalans, is Fulani started?
You look at Brazil yesterday. I mean,
Well,
they've got a good team, but I mean, the only player was Neymar really, and that was the game plan, to give it to Neymar and just so.
I expect, yeah, it was like, wasn't it? Oh my word, who was that?
Mertens, was it? Yeah, Mertens.
Just as we're talking about how poor they are,
That was
that.
out of nothing, that as well.
Which, like you were quite rightly saying there, Brazil scored out of nothing yesterday. Although we've seen a lot of that in the Premiership with him doing that.
Yeah.
And really, for me, all that is that type of goal can be stopped because players should know that around the box he's going to do something like that.
Yeah.
So you don't give him 2 yards, do you, for half a yard?
Yeah, that was incredible.
But his goal was fantastic, and you just think that was it. Like you said, 30 minutes to a decent. That was it. Nothing from Neymar. I mean, Ronaldo's been the man of the tournament so far.
Yeah, he has. That display against Spain was
Fantastic.
something else, wasn't it?
Do you know, if he didn't have any critics before that, I mean, if he had critics before that game, he's really answered them. A hat-trick against the favourites.
Yeah.
Or one of them. Right, there we go, game on.
Panama have to chase now.
This is surely got to end up 3-0 now.
Oh yeah. Once one goes in, they'll all go in.
They've been half decent, Panama, in qualifying though.
I like the kit as well.
Hello.
New Balance, really nice.
What do you think of Paddy McNair? Happy with that signing?
Yeah, I think he brings something else to the team, doesn't he?
He's
Like more solid.
versatile.
Yeah.
And for 5 million nowadays, that's absolute
Yeah.
pocket change.
He's quite young as well, isn't he? So,
Yeah.
I think Ledbetter will be going the other way, but
Forest.
well, either Forest or Sunderland, they might just go part of the deal.
Go and finish his career off at Sunderland.
Yeah, because his dad's ashes are scattered on the pitch, so and it is his boyhood club, and
Yeah.
you could tell when they lost, he was very upset when
When they went down.
when they went down. So
I don't have any problem with that, to be honest.
No, I
He's
don't.
been a decent servant of the borough. I
He
don't
has.
think he's ever lit the borough. I don't personally think he's ever lit the place, but lit
No.
the place in flames. But he's been steady away.
yeah, he has. And it's hard to come to a club that like you hate, like not hate, but
Yeah,
your
your
rivals
rivals.
with.
Yeah.
It's hard to come, but he's put all that behind him and just done his job really.
Come and being captain says it
Yeah.
all, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's a level of professionalism, isn't
it
it?
is.
We've also been linked with Nelson Oliveira there as well, from Norwich.
Oh yeah,
but I don't think that's a player we need.
No.
He's not somebody that's.
He's not different, is he?
He's skillful, but he's talented. He's good touches. He's creator around the box. He's obviously an attacking player, but he's not consistent enough.
No.
We don't need that in our squad right now.
No, we don't. We need consistency and someone to take the lead, like Ledbetter did.
And we need more. We need more sort of leaders up front. I think, depending on who you're going to start with, depending on who's going to be there next season. But I would start with Bamford, #1 striker for me now, and whoever else you want to play for me has to be now. He's proved that he can finish in every type of situation, and he's a grafter.
Well, there was talk of him moving as well.
It doesn't surprise me though. Anyone who's done well at scored goals in that league this season is a potential pick-off, aren't they?
Yeah.
Go to a Burnley, for example.
Yeah.
Or even one of the promoted clubs, you know.
Well, that's how Chris Wood got his breakthrough.
Exactly.
He scored goals in there.
And he scored goals for Leeds, didn't he? And he did really well at Burnley last season.
Yeah.
AJ will be back in a minute, we can answer your questions. But he's actually, like I say, he's cooking chicken. But mine took 3.5 minutes.
Just shows how much he's cooking.
He's cooking a lot. He's going through absolute miles and miles of chicken in there. They're queuing up. So
I've got a conveyor belt of just
he's
chickens.
got a conveyor belt. He's stockpiling chicken here. I think he thinks there's going to be maybe a war. He's chuck it in his bunker.
It's hilarious.
Oh, here he's got a shopping trolley with it in.
Yeah.
Do you want to hammer that trolley or?
Foxy. People keep getting me and you mixed up. I was getting so much grief the other day.
Spit and dabs, that's right.
It's got a better beard though.
Calling me you.
Why would you mean grief? In what way?
Because somebody was complaining that you didn't describe the size guide in the Borofantv properly.
Oh, not like this.
Right.
Never.
And they were blaming me for it. Saying, Foxy, why didn't you describe
I do
the size
apologise,
guide?
you know.
I'm like, whoa, I ain't Foxy.
I do apologise. Do you know what? That got sprung on me last minute, that, if I'm fair. And I wasn't sure what the sizes were, to be honest. But I'm assuming it's small, medium, large, XL. I mean, I don't know if you need me to come and help you shop. I don't know how you're getting dressed in the morning, but I do apologise for that. Please, I mean, but like I say, if anyone's got any comments or any negative responses, please write into Rob Kusheraneski, and that's hard to pronounce because I haven't even pronounced it right there. Kushenenko.
Try spelling that one.
So we're not going to attempt that. I've not got the ability in me. So any negatives to Rob, anything you're not happy with Foxy, straight to him, and he'll answer all that for you. So, but I do apologise for your shirt sizes. The shorts, however,
Here he is.
come in
What
small,
is that?
medium, large, and extra large.
Jesus.
That's just like, I know you can't see this, guys, but I kind of like, he's brought a hamper in there, he's brought a bin bag full in here of chicken.
He's got a banquet.
Banquet of pocket chicken he's brought in here.
It's like Santa's came and just filled this sack with just chicken. Pure chicken.
If Santa only delivered chicken, wow, what a Christmas he's having here. See, what I've noticed is everybody likes the ball. It's just the final third really with everyone, it seems to be, especially the low teams. Everybody seems decent there.
That's international football for you though, isn't it? Like, that's a lot of it is just passing it, and there's no final third.
Yeah, no real sort of.
They're not used to. I mean, everyone knows how to pass a ball. That's beautiful. Everyone knows how to pass a ball, but you know, only few know how to finish it.
Yeah, I suppose that's why people pay so much money for strikers and attacking
Exactly.
players. How's your chicken?
Just put it in the fridge, that's been open or
Yeah.
fridge.
Yeah. No, you can put it in the freezer.
I just watched this game, it'll be over 45 minutes up there.
Just go and leave it in there in the fridge, I would. Because it's going to defrost there.
Are you having some more? Or not?
No, I'm alright, man.
Kirk Tasker
No, mate.
said can't wait for Iceland to not
Keep
help
saying to me, keep
England.
saying to sit. Come on, man.
Is he Icelandic?
No,
Or
it's
does he
not
just
right.
work at Iceland?
I'll deal with it.
Oh, so you want to? All right. AJ's
Welsh,
gonna do
mate.
that.
He's a Wales fan. Is he used to come in Kirk?
I mean, that sounds to me like sour grapes because we haven't made a
Kirk.
made a tournament. You've nearly choked me there, Kirk. I
Big
nearly
Kirk
choked
Tasker,
there
mate, from
on a piece
Wales.
of chicken. Look, you guys had your glory, and you blew it.
Well, Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale had his glory, and you blew it. Also, Sam Vokes, I'll be honest.
the
Sam
fridge.
Vokes scored a really good goal against Belgium,
Yeah.
actually, didn't he? But you Welsh guys, I mean, get behind the English. Come on, you know, we're Great Britain for a reason. We used to be.
Coming back.
It's people like you, Kirk, that are making it not great anymore by dividing us up like that as nations when you aren't in it. But I can understand that, because if England weren't in it and Wales were, I'd be slagging you off. I'd be definitely. So, have we had a lot of abuse about the kids things that I did the other day? Or was it just?
Oh no, it was just one person.
Oh, no,
That,
Paul,
that,
right?
that commented about 75 times.
Oh well, at least he's consistent.
Yeah.
AJ, you're gonna have to come and sort this out because my hands are too. Hang on.
My boy, Aaron Gunner, is going to knock you out.
Where do we start from? Because there's so many questions we've missed. I don't want to miss anybody.
Storage.
Start with
The ones that we left our front Daz's football stand at 4:37.
Start with, mate.
AJ,
Are
you
you
want-
happy about Paddy McNair?
Yes. If
No.
he stays fit.
No. Who scored? Mertens.
And it was a cracker.
Oh, it was unreal.
Oh, mate.
Well, somebody just put Sturridge there, mate.
Do you think Ross Murphy? Do you think McNair will bring something to the Middlesbrough team?
Yeah, mate.
Ross Murphy. Oh, he's a bit touchy there.
Yeah.
Ross Murphy.
What about him?
That's where we start.
I thought we were starting off at the other lad that we did.
Where is it?
It's up here. Oh, where is it? Is it gone off at half time?
Gustav, please put your comments back in if we haven't answered them. We do apologise because it's all about you guys. So
Here.
please get back in touch.
Oh, yeah, it's gone off. Is it on here?
What?
There was comments before half time, but they've gone.
Oh no, there's plenty there, mate.
Where was we starting from, did you say, mate?
Ross, so a little bit further up. Yeah, Ross Murphy.
What do you think?
That one, McNair.
What do you think McNair will bring something to the Middlesbrough team, or is he going to get sent off? Oh no, we've had that one. That's one I read out.
All right, okay.
Yeah, these are the ones that I read out earlier on. So off that chicken, mate. Did you have the oh yeah, because the BBC clip, we've had that one, haven't we?
Yeah.
Boy or girl, Foxy, we had that one.
You're up to Kirk Tasker.
You sure you don't want any chicken?
Can't wait for Iceland.
Please.
England out
I'm
again.
fine.
You know you over chickens. Anyone ever done that before at home when you've over chicken?
Oh yeah.
KFC menu.
Ipswich Town.
easy.
So yeah, so Kurt Tasker there. Can't wait for Iceland to knock England out again.
Kirky, come on.
But he's
We've
Welsh.
been through that.
He's
I know,
Welsh.
I know. It's
Chrissy Coleman left
It's
because
nobody else's fault that you're Welsh. You're going to have to come to terms with that sometime. And what I would do is, if you're struggling to realise that you're Welsh, we'll give you a number after the game and it's Welsh Anonymous. And you can go and you can speak about it and you can get up and you can admit it. And once you've admitted it, you'll get over it and you'll start to be able to give you a bit of counselling.
Feel a better person.
You'll be a lot better person for it. I'm not going to give you any of the stereotypical sheep jokes because we're above that. You know, as most of the sheep are on their mountains when you're chasing them. So, please, I know you're going to hate me now, but please, Welsh Anonymous, we'll get the number up. Can we get the number up after Rob for him? I know it starts, I can't think of the name because there's absolutely no vowels in it at all. It's something like Nagothgoth. It's the name of the place, but again, I can't spell that. That's a Welsh alphabet, isn't it? There's absolutely not a single vowel in a Welsh alphabet. Everything in Wales is spent with at least 5 L's at the beginning. Again, I know I'm going to get some stick for that. I do apologise. I'm only going off the road signs.
Ipswich Town put hi, come on, hi, come England.
Come on, England. I think he's just missed an on there.
Yeah.
Come on, England. Exactly. Come on, Ipswich Town.
Jack Hunt has just randomly put Sturridge in
Uh,
the comments.
I've
What do
seen
you
that.
mean, Jack?
Mike Grove says, is this Rob Foxy? Question mark.
No.
Borofantv fan, I was happy about Paddy McNair.
Rob's a stig.
Happy about
Kirk,
Paddy. Are you happy
is
about
that
Paddy
gap
McNair?
between your teeth? Is that what you're on about, mate?
Are you happy about
My
Paddy?
boy.
No, here.
Happy.
Borough number 1 fan says, are you happy about Paddy McNair?
Yes, if he can stay fit, definitely, because there's a good player there for 5 million. But as we were discussing earlier, I don't know if you tuned in, but it's It's a gamble. I think they've took a punt on him. Really, I think that's
Kurt Asker said,
cheap gamble.
my boy Aaron Gunner, who is actually Gunnarsson, gonna knock you out.
Okay, well, 2 seconds.
He's in Russia at the minute, so he has to get to Middlesbrough.
Okay, we don't know what the flight times are, but I'm sure when we send you the number for the other stuff, we can get you some T's airport timetable up so we can arrange that. I mean, I'm not a fighter, I'm not a scrapper, so I mean, I don't know whether do you mean he's going to lock me out? Has he got one of my keys? I don't know. Is he?
Jack Hunter put storage or explanation mark.
Storage? What do you mean, Jack? There's a lot of capitals gone into that.
He's just explained.
Yeah, he's winding the
Oh, yeah.
guy.
Aaron Gunnarsson, he put a song there for some reason.
No,
We are Premier League, so we are Premier League. Mind the gap, Middlesbrough.
You know what? You are Premier League, and you know what? I'm not going to be, because it's not my style, that, but I really rate Neil Warnock, and you've got a Wily Fox in charge. I think you spent around about 12 to 15 million on your squad last year. We spent that on one player, which, you know, and I'm not being cocky because it didn't really get us anywhere, but you had a really good team last season, good team ethic. Warnock knows how to get everybody playing for each other. Whether, and I want you to be honest here, whether it's a style of football that you've enjoyed watching, I don't know. I think you'd be lying if you said it was. You were as bad as us to watch last season. So, but you've signed a good player in Jacob Murphy. So maybe Warnock's looking to play. He likes people that run with the ball, Warnock. But yeah, you've done well. Nobody expected Cardiff to go up. You will have been a bookie's nightmare, anyone who's put money on them at the start of the season. I personally didn't have you in the running. I don't know how many Cardiff fans, if they're genuinely honest, would have thought that they would have finished above. Again, I'm using us as the example because we spent big above us against Villa, maybe. So, you know, all fair in football and war for me. So, fair play to you. Whether you'll stay there or not when we come up next season is a different story.
While Daniel Sturridge is on the screen, I've just read a stat about him. He cost West Brom last season 50 grand a minute.
Shut up.
50 grand a minute. That's how much he cost West Brom.
And he spent most of that in A&E.
No, they've worked out his actual playing time. 72 minutes.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
And it works out at 50 grand a minute.
Well, is that part of the reason why they went down? Because Pardew took a gamble. I don't know if there's any West Brom fans watching, but get in touch, guys. I mean, if that had gone the other way, though, he'd have kept you up.
Would you have took a gamble on Sturridge?
Well,
I wouldn't.
I don't know, Rob.
Same as Jack.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't take a chance.
No, Jack Wilshere, mate, he's overrated. He's overrated, mate.
Jack Wilshere is a player I definitely wouldn't have took a gamble on because I totally agree with that. He's fat, he's so overrated. But Sturridge, only for the reason that, hear me out, I don't want any trouble. Only for the reason that, where they were at the time, that if they'd have come in and he hadn't got injured, he'd have scored goals. So I think that was a gamble worth taking. Because if they hadn't have took it, I think there'd have been a lot of fans saying, why didn't we gamble? As a Borough fan, I would like to see that they're making every opportunity to bring players that could score you goals, but as
you want somebody that's got a chance of actually playing.
Well, you know what? He either plays and he has 6 months and scores you every goal, and they're going to build a team around him. And then the minute that Liverpool want to build a team around him, he's injured and he can't get fit, and that's a good night.
He reminds me of Reece Williams for Borough. Potential to be a good player, but bigger potential to be in the A&E all day, every day.
After this, mate, I've got to ask you a question about this.
That was A&E, not
I can't ask you on air. It's something to do with, like, yeah.
There's a message to you there, mate.
Is there?
Hang on, alright, we're reading that one. Do you want to read
show him that when you can read it out?
Live Foxy, 100% of my lifetime.
Oh, do you know what? That's such a sweet...
We want you to do a striptease for him as well.
Oh, Guesty had me belly laughing on Saturday morning, didn't he?
That's a lovely thing
to say.
Because
Guesty told him
Guesty
to do
any
one.
compliments off the missus.
Also, the reason why I put Sturridge is because he's just reminding the Welsh fans to who knocked Wales out of the Euros, to who beat them at the Euros. Huh? What's that?
Here he is.
Now then, Mr. Hutchinson.
How are you doing?
All right, like...
Good, what's the score?
1-0. Belgium cracker. Just though.
Oh yeah.
Was it the impossible job on BBC Two, Fox?
MC Hutchie's just come in there. Yes, it was. It was Ross. It was quality, wasn't it?
The Girl Game 125, who is the editor's missus, says, "Hi guys," and everyone in the chat.
Hiya, Katie.
Hello. Will Kelly says, "Up the butter."
Up the butter. Do you want any chicken or cheese?
Thank you, alright, mate.
Cup of tea. Do you want a cup there?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Right, Mr. Hutchie's just joined us here. We all know he is.
Make me water.
With his England kit on and everything. England tracking ready for action tonight.
He's even got the anthem jacket on.
He's not messing about here, but this is it, though.
No, you're alright, Rob. Where's the
Serious
match?
stuff tonight. He's even got his matching Adidas on. Ball. What are you thinking tonight? What you?
Brian.
I think it'll be tight tonight. I fancy maybe a 1-0 England. It'll be very edgy.
Yeah.
Get the 3
This is
points.
going in this.
Yeah. Start off and then build on the performance for the next game. Yeah. I think it'll be edgy. I think it maybe be 2-1, 2-0 a push. I hope. A win's a win, though, as we've seen in this tournament so far.
Well, there's been some good teams so far that haven't collected 3 points, so it
Exactly.
doesn't matter how you get the points now in a tournament, does it? Get them.
Get your win, get your confidence in, and you crack on.
That's it.
Like you're saying, there's been some crazy. I don't know how many people in the accumulators have got some. I know my mates. Nobody had any of them results this weekend.
Yeah. But it's been good. It's been entertaining.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it so far. It's been good.
Oh, it has been good, like.
Yeah.
I did not expect it to like fire the way it has.
Oh,
what's that? The bottle.
that was a chair, that.
I thought this would be a really slow, boring World Cup. I really did, but I couldn't have been any more wrong.
Do you know when you know an England player, we're all going to stand up for the national anthem?
I'm out of that one.
I just want to ask
Do you
because
know
I always
How
do.
insensitive do you
Very,
want
that's disgraceful. That you can see Owen sat here and he said that on purpose. No,
Oh.
it's too late.
Oh, I didn't even realise that. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. Please, no, please. No, please. Honestly, I didn't mean that. I am so sorry. I feel so bad.
Can you tell we've all turned our backs on him?
Oh, my days.
It's disgraceful.
For associated
And as well, he said he was gonna punch one of his tyres. Now, I mean, I heard that.
didn't
I
say
said-
that. Hey, listen, I feel so bad.
I heard that out there. And I didn't want to bring it
man.
up sports fans, but after that comment, he needs reaming. Shocking.
I don't want to. I'm
move over.
going to just jump out
I
the
don't
window.
want him near me, I don't.
Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. No, listen, I'm not Kanye West. I'm so sorry. Honestly, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad now. I don't even want to watch the England games. I want to go to bed. I'm sorry. Yeah, listen, I'm sorry.
He's just done a 1-2 here when you weren't looking here. He was getting ready there. Now, I don't want to get in between. If there's any... You fight! If there's anyone, straight out the way.
You better stay there, Foxy.
I'm not... do you know what? It's just as well I am here because, honestly, AJ, he's just said to me there he wouldn't think twice now about steamrolling in your That's what he's whispered in my ear. I'm sorry, I didn't want to pass
Oh,
that
and
on.
honestly, mate, I'm so... No, seriously, I didn't... I just...
No, it's unacceptable.
Move your chair a little bit more, mate.
It's unacceptable.
Bit more. Like, right, there you go, mate.
Four
I'm-
people
no,
there.
listen, I am-
There's people in the offices out the back who've left there and off the back of that. They've heard that. It's disgusting. Travels like fire around here, the rumours.
I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Mum
Straight out. There's a
and
lady-
Dad, I apologise.
No, they've disowned it. There's a lady up the back there who owns a fashion outlet, Mel's Pelmets and Curtains as well, and they've all down tools and just got out and protest there.
Hey, Owen, I'm so sorry, man. I didn't mean nothing by it. Do you know you just don't realise?
That's not what I heard he was going to say that in the day.
Foxy, shut up, man. You're
I
doing
heard
out
he-
things.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to drop it in.
I did hear him say that.
Sometime around the 70th
Said who-
minute, I'm going to.
Yeah. The 65th minute, he's like, who's he like that? Oh no, and he just comes in like that.
Do you know you thought you got grief off Leeds fans? This could have been nothing compared.
Oh my
All
word.
my
It's gonna
crippled
be
mates
another
are going to be on it.
I think you're going to break the internet today. I think that's technically could happen.
It was an apology. I apologise.
Richie, you are now right. There's been this guy on every live stream, and he's got an obsession.
Oh, it's got to be Lukaku.
What a goal.
Decent little ball.
You've just come in, so
Can't
now
see
he's
it.
moving on to you.
Hey, mate, pass that Mac,
There's a
please.
comment in there for you, mate.
Mate, oh, say so, man. I'm so sorry. I didn't. No, you just don't realise. I didn't mean that.
Do you know when somebody
And I apologise to everyone.
and less insincere it seems to me.
Yeah.
I didn't mean. I wasn't trying to be an idiot. I genuinely just didn't think about what I was saying.
I just think the more you apologise, the less sincere it is. That's.
Oh, he's been funny as mate, honestly.
No, but that was a
Could be
mistake. I didn't
something.
mean that. I didn't mean that.
That was a beautiful
Are we
goal.
sharing that one with the group, like, or are we not allowed to?
Probably not.
Can we have a look at it?
Down the van.
Oh, please, when you eat some of this chicken.
I will, mate.
Hutch you down to me. Van now.
Read the one that's just been
Fudge.
held for review.
Live, I tell you what, live, you're a bit kinky
Come on,
today
lads.
for an afternoon show.
Which one of you is going to touch my...
Message deleted. What was it you were talking about there? An elbow?
That one.
Yo. Tell you what, live.
Most of them are getting held for review for his ones.
Don't hold him for review.
Is that you in the van?
No, it's YouTube doing it itself.
Oh, AJT, chew on my hooey. You're going down the van now, gee. It's a secret location.
Well, how are we supposed to come down the van if it's a secret location? How are we supposed to know where that is? What are the coordinates?
Well,
please?
Foxy got that one.
I think that's me mum, that one.
Guess we told him where to go the other day.
I had me belly laughing, man. I swear I couldn't stop with that. Not like I'm laughing now, isn't it?
He's
I
a
would-
Borofantv thing, hasn't he?
I think Jamie Vardy will do. Is he playing Jamie Vardy?
No.
No.
It'd be Harry Kane by himself.
Young starting. Have you seen the team?
Yeah.
I thought Rose was starting one. I thought he got that. I thought he got the go
Can I
ahead.
just ask you on that though? What are your thoughts on that? Do you like the fact that he's come out and told everybody early what you're going to start and who isn't going to
I
start?
think it shows he's got a lot of confidence in the team and the players, and he's like thinking, you can worry about what we've got now. This is what we have.
And do you think, Uchi, as well, that maybe when you the disappointment of finding out three minutes before, you're not going to 3 hours before, you're going to still be disappointed sat on the bench. At least now as men, they can go, right, I know my job, I want to be part of this squad, I'm now over my disappointment, I'm now prepared to get stuck in and do my role.
And I'd also be trying to injure the players that have been picked ahead of me.
That's a typical Rob comment, that.
Training could be lively next week. But apparently they have known for a few days.
They have,
what
haven't
the
they?
team's going to be.
And the other thing on that, that's a good point you raised, though, is I think too with that is that you can be more specific when you, and we were talking about this last night, that you can work on stuff now that everybody knows about.
Yeah.
And it's no mind games either, he's treating them like men for me.
Yeah. I don't think the players can have many excuses if things don't turn out
No
for
way.
this tournament. They've been given everything more or less that they want. So,
Totally agree with that.
yeah, it's down to them, and I think in modern football that's part of the problem now.
Where
the
managers get
players,
the blame too.
Yeah, and it's all on the
Yeah.
manager. And I think sometimes players have to. step
I
up
totally
and
agree, and I think that's another good point there for me, because I think that what happens is a couple of results don't go for you, and people start to use that as a smoke screen to hide behind and use it more. And if I play bad, it's his fault.
Yeah.
And then they get themselves into a hole. As you said there, like, it's a good thing. I think Southgate's. I mean, as Borough fans, I don't know what you all thought, but I was happy with him as manager. I thought he was a positive guy. The thing for the England stuff for me is that I don't think we've ever had before is he's spent that much time with the under-20s and the under-21s that these kids that he's got now there, Loftus-Cheeks, for
Love
example.
him. I love Loftus.
Yeah, Arnold, you know, whoever you want to mention in that little group, they know him and they know what they get from him, and they're all played a system with him. Maguire's starting because there's going to be more possession that I would have thought to us. He's playing Young instead of Rose.
Yeah.
I like to play left footer though, but
Sorry, I just read that one at the bottom there. It just made me laugh.
live again. What's this? Can we read this so far live? AJT, can
Don't read out loud.
and you get a palm? I'll know when to stop. Get a palmo and then I'll.
Yes, he's supposed to be guessed.
Good stream.
Yeah, the McWells, pal.
Somebody said.
You're not
Somebody
gonna- these
said.
are gonna get deleted, a lot of these.
Somebody asked
These
what
are-
shirt it was.
It's the one from the World Cup in '82.
That's the one it is.
Spain '82. Yeah.
Spain 82.
Right, you've got that one hushing down the canal.
Wasn't that with an Northern Ireland squad?
somebody.
Yeah, beat Spain 1-0. Yeah.
Yeah. 82.
Uh,
Oh,
Pretty
Dembele
much
is
every day
coming
there,
on.
eh?
this is it,
Great
but
sound,
like I say,
great,
I will add to somebody just fudge all over the New England.
What are we?
Maybe we can have a dip down the sewage water later, call it a day.
Have you told him to tell what the England team is? Have we
No,
talked about that?
I thought he got didn't 4 players didn't get told he told the rest of them he didn't tell the other 4 or something.
No, that's not what I
He
heard.
came out in the press conference yesterday, didn't he? He said
No, but
that.
he didn't say that. No, I think what he said was,
Kane knew he was playing. Ali and them knew they were playing.
I think he told the keeper. I think there was maybe 4. No, I think there was 4 people for me that would be starters. I think, which would have been Ali, Kane, Pickford, and Walker, and then I think the
Did you
rest was
start
for.
Pickford or start Pope? For me, I start Pope.
I'd start Pickford, but I think Pope's quality as well,
He's class.
especially where he's at this season when he was Heaton's number. And Heaton was the England number 3, wasn't he? And Heaton looked like they've got for me, and a little bit like maybe not on the same level, but when Chelsea had Kuchini and Cech, and they had 2 outstanding keepers, and it was hard to sort of. So they're in a good position, really. But the England team, what I've seen is Pickford,
Yeah. Trippier
and
your
young
fullbacks,
fullbacks.
or wing backs, and then your 3 centre halves: Maguire,
Stones,
and
Walker.
Walker. Yeah.
Then you've
midfield.
got Henderson,
Yeah.
Lingard, Ali,
Yeah.
Sterling, Kane.
Yeah. That's the team. Yeah.
I mean, obviously you know this because you're
Yeah,
shown
yeah,
that, but I just think, who, was there anyone you would have started there instead of anyone? Would you have played
No.
him fit Rashford?
No, I wouldn't. I don't think I would play Rashford. I think I would rather bring him on. Because I mean, I think you've got to play Sterling. You've got to play Sterling. You've got to play Kane.
Lingard.
Lingard, I think he deserves a
I
chance.
do. I think
I
he's a
love
brilliant
him.
player.
Yeah, I
Lingard.
think he's a fantastic player.
He's industrious as well, and he's a grafter. But
And I would, and I know one or two people have a dispute about this, I would go Henderson over Dyer.
I
because
totally agree
I
with
think
See, that's
Dyer's-
the only one I don't agree
I
with.
think Dyer's just
he's
gone
not-
backwards the last
I
2 years.
agree with
I
that.
think so.
Yeah,
gone
when he's on the
silent
ball,
now.
he looks
Yeah.
slow and ponderous
Yeah.
now. And
And I also think as well with that Hutchies that Henderson's had a much better season than
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Dyer.
baller.
So even if
Finish that. 3-0.
that's a great finish. Even if they're both not done anything this season, who were both, I'd still start Henderson because I think he's a better bits and pieces
yeah,
man.
I'm not saying he's a complete midfielder.
No, he's not.
He's not in the same level as like when you had
Makelele, for example.
Yeah, or Gerrard and Lampard.
Yeah,
that sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
He's not that player, but
he's-
he keeps the ball moving quicker than what
Yeah,
Dyer does.
Because
I think
Dyer's
at this
too
level you need
defensive,
that.
isn't
totally agree. And I think Liverpool play that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Henderson. But again, if it comes to it, he's not a bad person to have to play in that position if we had to.
Yeah.
Someone said,
And centre back cover as well, I suppose he is.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if I'd started there over Kale, but
sorry mate, someone just said, well, it's aimed at me, but I can ask everyone. He said, tell you what, these Belgians are starting to look like the dark horses of the World Cup.
do you know what, right? It's kind of funny how they've been garbage first half. They've had a little bit of a screamer off Mertens, and now maybe, I don't know whether that's Panama's game plan going to pieces also, and they're giving him more space because they have to attack now. I don't know whether that's part of it.
The only thing I would say to that, AJ, is I think you often find teams that start off the World Cup absolutely flying aren't
Yeah.
the ones that win it.
Yeah.
You've got to give it a bit of time. So teams might look good in the first game or two, and you think, oh yeah, they're the ones to watch. Doesn't always work out that way.
Spain lost their opener 2 years.
Yeah,
two
yeah,
World Cups
yeah.
ago.
New Zealand.
Yeah, something like that.
And that I totally agree with that. I mean, everyone's kind of, and I am as well. When we're looking this weekend and people have got big teams have got poor results. There's no way the Germans are going to turn out that bad against Sweden on Saturday, and there's no way that Brazil. Well, I would have thought Brazil will play more like they did for 30 minutes for an hour.
Yeah.
And obviously, then you've got Argentina too. They're more than just Messi.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Aguero's frightening. His finish was frightening.
Yeah, yeah.
Half a yard and he's frightening. So, like you said, teams that start it blazing. I mean, yeah, these are 3-0 up here, but they might not get past the qualification second round.
They're playing a team who, I mean, this is their first World Cup, isn't it?
Which is why, as well, like when I was saying to you, what do you think with England tonight? I'm quite happy for us to show little spells of brilliance, maybe scrape a 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, and then build on it.
Don't show your hand too early.
Don't show, yeah.
Perfect
way to put it.
teams and choose you hopefully further down the line.
Totally, we come to play Belgium last game,
Yeah.
which actually sets up nicely for what you're saying. Put 3 past them, then we know we're starting, then we're off.
Yeah.
Going into the knockout stages with them. No reason why we can't beat these. There's no reason why we can't beat anyone of what we've seen. We've
I
got the
think
front
Potentially.
5 to do it.
Yeah, I think potentially this is probably one of the most open World Cups for a long time. You can make a case for quite a few teams winning this.
Yeah.
And I know you were guarded as England fans because in the past too many people have shouted from the rooftops, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But I
Golden
think
generations and all that nonsense.
But I think we might get a pleasant surprise during this trophy.
Me too.
About how well we might do.
Someone just said then.
And that's not blind optimism, that's a
No,
genuine
no.
feeling, isn't it?
They've shown quality, not right the way through games in the friendlies and stuff like that, but they've
But
shown
glimpses.
quality and you think, do you know what, they're not bad and they've played some good teams in the build-up.
And they kind of seem as if now that they've gone past the point where they're going, we can't go on from this tournament again with at least not having a real go and bottling it when we don't want to pass and move. It's so simple football when you do the simple things make football simple. Passing and moving is the basic thing, but it creates so much. And just like Spain the other day for a spell, and they went 3-2 up, and they're constantly going backwards and forwards and couldn't find the opening. All it takes is for one man who's marking those men to just think, oh, I've done this 3 times now, I'm just going to give it, boom, 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 then they're in.
Yeah.
And so the level of possession needs to be there, and I just think that's always been something we've been scared of, unless it's going backwards, sideways, back. Whereas now I think we've got that where people are passing and moving.
Yeah.
They're not scared to do stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe part of that as well, I feel, is because it's a younger squad and they haven't been damaged by the so-called press and stuff yet.
There's that, like you said earlier on as well about the Southgate thing, they've grown up, or their careers have developed alongside him as a manager, and they'll know how he works, how he operates. And I think he said in a press conference yesterday about there's like a no blame type culture. You try things, you get it wrong. You
So
get it
what?
wrong, you try. I want you to try things.
And that's another good point you said there, because I feel always in tournaments gone by, we've always had a split with the big clubs.
Yeah.
Whereas it doesn't seem like that, they're all just working for each other now. And like you said, so what if... I just think that's been a terrible thing in English football where Man United won't talk to Liverpool and there's all that nonsense. And like you said, it doesn't seem like that now. Everybody's bought into, we're a team, we're here together. I don't care who you play for.
Yeah. it just doesn't seem to be like superstars or anything
No.
in that team now. It does seem a team.
I think that as well. I noticed that kind of thing when I think it was a Nigeria game when I think it was it Ali shot or he crossed and Welbeck when he scored and Welbeck looked at him, he was coming back and went, "Did you shoot across there?"
it was
He
a
went,
Costa Rica
"I
game,
crossed
yeah.
across." He looked at him and went, "Oh, like the mate, like, yeah, I know you never, but go on then." That's all right. Costa Rica, yeah. Costa Rica.
Someone said, Craig with Bernie, who said we need to smash Tunisia 3 or 4-0 tonight to state our intentions of recent results. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Do you know, it'd be lovely if we did beat them 3 or 4-0,
But
I
not
don't think
play
it's essential.
unbelievable.
I
No.
don't think it's essential. I just think the main thing tonight for me is just get 3 points.
Solid performance
Win
to
the
a
game.
point.
If it's decent performance, I'm more than happy. That'll be tick all the boxes.
Me
for
too.
me. I don't think we need to go and smash. And I don't think it'll happen because I think the way they'll set up, they'll make it very difficult for us tonight.
And they're a half decent team, these.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled.
That's St. Tyson, you know, is that your
They're
brother's name
African.
from Everton, the striker? He plays for Tunisia.
I know
Tyson is-
Kasri's played.
Yeah.
for those,
He's really offside.
Oh.
They're a half decent team, and most African teams are technically good. They're going to be good. They're going to be decent with the ball, but I think it's maybe the physical side of it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this could be the second one potentially in the tournament so far, but no other game's been more than 1 goal, 2 goals. You had the Russia game 5-0, and now this one's looking as though it could end up possibly 4 or 5. But
obviously
it doesn't
Spain-
happen.
Yeah, Spain Portugal, which is a bit of an anomaly for me. I don't think that I was certainly not expecting that. I was expecting a draw, but maybe a 1-1, 2-1. But yeah, you're right.
Let me just laugh at that one. Also, Ipswich Town have a fan zone because the guy here going to go in tonight's game in a fan zone in Ipswich, which I think Borough could do with.
It's good.
Be good one to have a fan zone in Borough, especially in the middle of the town where we've got a big TV. We can have
Well,
one
that's
there,
it's
couldn't we? Yeah.
Well, we were thinking about that, weren't we?
Especially on a day like this.
That's when Ross Murphy there said to watch that Everton forward. He said just watch him. Like that's that Wobby Casriel lad. He's
I thought
apparently.
he played for Turkey actually.
Yeah, he's Turkish, isn't he?
Tucson.
Tucson, yeah, from
Yeah,
Everton.
he's
Turkish,
Turkish.
yeah.
Definitely.
Robert's missus said, I hope we just go for it and smash it. Then someone said, AJ can't get a word in. How many times, I'm going to say you ask the questions, I feel like Uchi on a Monday night here. I do what you normally do, mate. Then that one, I hope Kane turns up. That's not my only worry if
And
he isn't in the game.
Does Foxy ever
That
shut
one
up?
there, read that one.
Foxy ever shut up? Hope he... We'd love to know you are live, honestly.
He's funny, he's been here all weekend, and he said something to Guesty the other day, and Guesty came back with a response, and the tear just came from my eye, and I was just gone. I just couldn't handle it no more. Because he comes in and he says the daft stuff, he says about fudge, you know, and I just can't handle it.
Did that tear taste of food by any chance? Was there any? You weren't. There was no. You know, like the Skittles with the giraffe and that. Are you crying? Skittles? No. Okay, I just thought I'd ask because if he is, we could use that. I won't bring the chicken in. We'll use one of use one of AJ's dairy Dunker-teas.
I don't need dairy, look at this. So I hope Kane turns up. That's my only worry.
I've just seen him at the Bluebell Garage.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether he's missed the. I don't know if he's.
If he isn't on his game, I think we'll struggle to create chances and score goals.
I think, as Uchi said earlier, I think, to be honest, the man for me tonight's probably going to be Sterling because he's had a great season. He's full of confidence. He's also had a lot of stick off the press to a point, and he's one of these guys for me. I don't know how you guys feel.
I like Sterling.
He's somebody that kind of gets criticism and he goes, you know what, I'll prove you wrong.
Yeah.
He doesn't hide from it.
I think he's got to start delivering an England shirt.
100%.
He's like the modern day John Barnes for me.
Yeah.
Club level, fantastic. England shirt, I'm not doing it.
A bit like with Ian Wright as well.
Yeah, but it's just like, I think it's 2 goals and 38 appearances.
Yeah, that's appalling.
That needs to improve.
Yeah.
I mean, if he
It's
was
good enough to improve.
completely, if that was a Borough stat, and I would be getting quite temperamental about that if that was an attacking player, as I did with Downing for a lot of the season. But as we talked about Downing, he plays in a lot of different positions and does whatever. But
That fucks that one's for you, mate. Off live, do you want to stand up again? That one as well. From Craig Bernie says the reason I think we need to go smash Tunisia tonight
it's just socks.
is because it'll give the lads slagging off a morale boost and create some momentum to go into a good run this year. Which lads have you been slagging off?
I don't think we've slagged any England players off,
Please
have we?
tell us, Craig,
Not yet, Craig.
to which players we've been slagging off because we don't.
Yeah,
We might too tomorrow.
Yeah.
Uchi might on his next England review, he might be filming.
Oh, there you go. Someone else said there, don't think they're slagging them off, they're just discussing and giving their opinions. Come on, Harry Maguire. Do you reckon he'll play tonight, Harry Maguire?
Yeah, he's going to
I'm a big fan of Harry Maguire. Do you like him?
I think he's come on an absolute bundle from when he was at like Sheffield United and Hull City even.
In 2016, he wasn't even in the whole team that got promoted through the playoffs, and he said himself the other week that I'm
not overawed because I'm overawed in the respect that I can't believe my life's like this because I was an England fan 2 years ago.
He was at the Euros.
Not
Yeah,
even in the team.
yeah.
And now look at me. So I think he's the type of player that A, doesn't bottle it anyway, but he'll wear the shirt how you want it to be worn because he seems to me that he's still like, if any one of us got a shirt now and we were playing, then it would be like
living the dream,
you're
innit?
giving every, you're living the dream, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why Southgate's picked them players, because they're more hungry.
Yeah, and I think as well, because I think the difference between Cahill and Maguire is Cahill's much better on the Cahill's much more experienced, but Maguire's so much better on the ball. But you may stake a claim. I'd like to see Maguire get a run out and play really well tonight, and then keep faith in him. I think Cahill's a good player to have, but we've seen.
I like Cahill.
I do. He's a good player, but we've been there before with all that.
Oh, you got that.
I'd just like to see some. We look fresh now, and we look a bit different with the way we are with it. But the crazy thing for me is when Roy Hodgson was in charge, we played 3-5-2 in the majority of the qualifiers, and he changed it to go into the World Cup for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And maybe he didn't buy into maybe thought he didn't have the personnel to go to a World Cup and play that way, but we didn't have the personnel to play 4-4-2 either because we were garbage.
I think it was just making it up on the hoof in that.
Yeah.
Opinions on
Harry Kane
Stones.
setting corners.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
just about to say that.
Opinions on Stones. Is he good enough to be in the team, John Stones?
Yeah, I think so. I know he's one of them players that a lot of
See,
people.
I disagree personally.
Well,
but
I'll just say this now. Obviously, I'll just keep. You know, I think he's not had the best of seasons. He's been in and out of the Manchester City team, but I think he's good on the ball, but he's also very prone to a mistake. And I personally put that down to concentration, not down to his ability. And I just think he's one of these players that if he can stay concentrated, he should be a majestic centre back. But instead, he lets himself go with some. So in that respect, would you rather play Cahill?
I think in a way, tonight you might get away with it against Tunisia with you playing Maguire and Stones, but I think against maybe higher level opposition, that might be a
Belgium.
worry. That could be a worry.
I mean, up against Ronaldo's is going to be.
You've just said there, and you hit the nail on the head. He does just sort of, for me, just knocks off.
Yeah.
And the game against Costa Rica the other week, the one chance they had in the game is he lost the ball coming out of defence.
Yeah.
And then he's slow getting back.
Yeah.
The ball went out for a throw in, and again, he still wasn't back up with play.
Yeah.
And that's the danger, but that's a chance you take if you're going to play Stones in your team.
And also to with that as well, I think maybe I like the fact that he's still giving Southgate still going to tell you what, I believe that you have got that in you though. So we'll play you again, I'll play you again. But he'll either play himself into the team or play himself out of it, won't he?
Yeah.
Which is, but yeah, like you say there, it's concentration, he makes a mistake and then he's slow getting back. We saw that with Germany last night though, I think it was Hummels, or the other day when they were Germany playing Mexico, and he slagged, he came out after the game talking about how there's not enough people running back, but yet from the goal, the mistake he made, you see him just jogging, you think.
See, I played Jones, mate.
Oh, I don't think I played Jones.
I think he's a quality defender, John. I think it's because his power to get stuck in.
Do you know what, I'd rather have brought Smalling than Jones.
And I said that as well. Yeah, I said Smalling should have been there.
Yeah.
Some saying do you think Loftus-Cheek is
Do
you think Loftus-Cheek is a future England leader?
I love him.
I
think you need to see a really good season from him.
Do you maybe a top team maybe?
Possibly a top
top
team.
six
You just need to
team.
see a full season because I know he's had one or two things with injuries as well. I think potentially, he's definitely got it.
Would you think that he'll still be? He's going to be at Palace next season, isn't he? And I think the one thing about him being at Palace next season is he's playing under an ex-England manager, and I think that may help him as well in his international sort of step up. But as you said, he needs 12 months. But I'd like to see him go to a Tottenham maybe, and I'd like to see him because I know they're on about getting rid of a few players. So somewhere like
He's
that.
at Chelsea right now, and that's his team.
I wouldn't go to Chelsea
No,
right
that's where
now.
he's at now. That's his team, Chelsea.
Yeah, he is on loan. He's been on loan, as you like to say, at Palace. But I think there's talk of him being on loan again at Palace. But I don't think he needs that.
He
needs to go somewhere and maybe.
Man U would work for him, I think, personally. Man U or Tottenham.
Well, the reason I'm saying Tottenham is because he's a London lad, and Pochettino's unbelievable with the kids. And I think he wouldn't have to move much. It wouldn't be a big upheaval for a young kid either. And I think he'd get an arm round him. And I think to play in that team also with other England players that you're going to play with, like an Ali in midfield.
Yeah, Kane.
You know, Kane, for example. You're going to have that link up now, which I've always believed that the top teams have when they go wherever they go. Is they'll take that three and they'll play that three, and them three are used to playing and they know wherever you. And I think, but as you said, it needs to be 12 months. But I just think he reminds me of a Gaza because of the way he's so casual, but also a bit of a Vieira.
Is that my phone going on?
Yeah, I think so.
Someone said here, would you pick Shelby? He said he'd pick Shelby over Delph. Now I'd have picked Shelby, but I don't think he can keep his head. He hasn't got a cool head, has he?
No.
But neither is Deli Allen.
No, Delph.
No, but he's saying like Dele
Oh,
Alli.
okay, I'm with.
Would you have took Shelby Owen?
I like his creativity.
I do. And he hasn't missed a game for 4 months either.
I like his hairstyle.
What happens with Shelby is, Shelby gets sent off twice in a month. Then he gets a few yellow cards and gets another booking. Gets another red card from his... But then he hasn't been sent off for anything for 4 or 5 months. And Rafa Benitez came out at the end of the season and said, you know, this is one of the reasons why we've stayed in this league, because his passing's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great.
He's a squad player. I would have took him. I don't think Ashley Young needed to be in that squad.
No.
That's one player I don't like, just because I don't like the diving. I don't like his attitude.
He's quite industrious, but I don't...
can't stand the diving.
See, I took Danny Rose and I'd have probably
like
took someone like Ryan Bertrand.
I like him at Man
I
U.
don't mind
just
if
thought I
Bertrand's
would have
alright.
took better players. I think
There's a case you could make for a
I
lot
think
of
we were
players.
playing
Yeah.
5 at the back.
But as for Shelby, I'd say he can't
maybe,
keep his
yeah.
head, can he? And that's one of the reasons why. I'd
Yeah,
say.
Because he can do both jobs. He
it's a
used
fair
to be a
point.
left winger.
Yeah.
I just hope tonight isn't
And he's a grafter,
defensive,
he's
boring
fast.
football. I hope we see a good attacking display. I think he's not a bad team, Panama, you know. They boot the ball around alright, don't they?
Alright.
4 minutes left,
took
right
them
now.
I think as a
concede 3
footballing
goals.
team, that's the least you'd expect them to do, kick the ball around a bit.
No, but I mean, like, a bit more attacking.
See,
than
that
what we
annoyed
normally
me
see.
last season when we'd have conversations about Stewie Downing. It'd be, well, he runs all over. And I thought,
Fantastic
well,
player.
he should do.
Fantastic.
If he had one leg, I wouldn't be saying, you were saying he ran all over, then I'd be saying, well, that's great.
Yeah, he's a
Do
fantastic.
you know what I mean?
player.
But the least you expect from your team is run.
Yeah, but isn't Stuart Down a fantastic player?
Oh, I mean, on your scale, because AJT rates, let's say like a Messi, is on the same. So fantastic's a word used for Messi and Ronaldo, isn't it? But AJT uses the people like Downing. So you've got to learn his vocabulary to learn what actually the gauge
Downing
is.
is on the same level as Messi.
Of course he is. I'm just, you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm talking about.
My
Anyway,
argument
you're
regarding
totally right.
Downing is the first half of the
You
season,
are.
he was our only consistent player. And then after Pulis came, he turned into Adam Clayton.
I think
Sideways and
if
backwards.
you're going to say for a player who was leaving the club at the start of the year and he was going to Birmingham, right?
He contributed, didn't
He contributed, right? And for somebody like you probably didn't know where his head was at for a bit, he did. And I'm not saying I got on his case that season because I expect better from him because he's a better player than what he's shown us. I don't get all this thing where players get to a certain level, like i.e. Rooney. He's got the 30, so he can't play up front anymore. We're playing in the attacking midfield, and that's ruined him. And now he's going to go to America. And he shouldn't be in America, Wayne Rooney. He's a good enough player to be in the Premier League. Definitely in the Championship. Yeah, but he's still. I mean, there was a lot of slow strike. Teddy Sheringham was. I'm not saying he's. Well, yeah, he is. Teddy Sheringham was slow, but his brain was clever. I think Rooney's got a clever brain.
Oldest goal scorer in the Premier League, Teddy Sheringham.
Is he?
Someone
Was it
said.
Ryan Giggs?
Ross Murphy says, "Do you think England miss out on Zaha?"
Oh, definitely. Where's he gone? The Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
100%. Imagine what we had this years ago with Giggs.
Yeah.
If we'd have had Giggs on one side and
Gareth
Beckham on the
Bale.
other, Gareth Bale's another one. But I think Zaha didn't really start to do anything at the start of last season, did he? When he went back to Palace and he kind of. But yeah, frightening. Ivory Coast have got a hell of a player there, like.
Rob's missus says, how far do you think we'll go in the World Cup? Question to all.
How far do you think? I think we'll get to the quarter-final.
I think quarters as well.
I think we'll get to the final and win it.
Does anyone?
Go on.
Semis.
Semis.
Does anyone know what the kind of thing?
Yeah.
What have we got?
If we get through this group, we'll get first or second in the Colombia, Poland, Japan. Who else is in that group? Is it Senegal?
Senegal.
So we'll get first or second out of that, depending on where we finish. Then if we win that, we will now get possibly. It would have been the winner of Germany's group, which might now be Mexico. So that could be your quarter final.
But then saying that as
I
well,
feel Mexico.
I do feel Mexico
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they're a good
And that's
team.
what I mean. Yeah. Do you know what? You might have a chance having watched that last night against the Germans. Maybe take them on.
Did
So-
you not feel last night that for the first time in a long time they were so unorganised? And when you've got Otsil who's covering your right back, which he never does at Arsenal, you know you're in trouble.
I think our team would absolutely exploit that going forward.
Unreal, the pace would be frightening.
Yeah. So,
And Brazil were doing it a bit last night because I remember watching Switzerland have a couple of counter-attacks and they didn't pick his head up. I remember thinking, I think it was maybe Liechtenstein, and I remember thinking, all you need to do is play that ball there now and you're in.
Yeah.
And there wasn't. I think Brazil are another one who, although they're frightening, they'd love to push a fullback on.
Yeah.
Although we're going to do the same,
Yeah.
but I think our fullbacks are more defence-minded than they are attacking-minded, even though they're good at doing both jobs.
I think European football's gone too slow. I think it's started to slow right down, and I think South American football isn't played at that pace.
No, it's all about technique, isn't it?
Speed. with
Jack
the
Hunter's-
South American footballers.
Jack Hunter said minimum quarterfinals, otherwise it's a failure in his opinion.
Yeah, I can agree with
Is
that.
it what a
Yeah.
failure? That's
I can in a way because
has to use it a failure.
well, I think Colombia and Poland are well beatable. We're either way, and so I think that takes you straight into a quarter.
we always struggle against Poland.
We
mate.
always struggle against Colombia,
Is that 3-0 final score?
Yeah, 3-0.
Cheers.
but we shouldn't, should we? That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't have any. If you said to me now, well, you're going to play the winners of Portugal, Spain, I'd be worried.
Yeah, of course.
You know, obviously, because we've seen what they can
If you
do.
play a
but-
Senegal or someone in the next one, you'd expect to be like. But Poland just didn't. I think to myself, Poland are one of them. They're an iffy side to play against.
But therein lies what you've hit upon there for me is a whole England attitude completely. That I
They're a
have
good
to,
team, though, they're a
that
good team.
We all straight away just start to put the fear into ourselves instead of going, you know what?
Let them worry about that.
Yeah, we ain't got
of
nothing to
course.
fear. No, I'm not saying
But
you're
then
wrong.
you look at
It's
their
a typical,
team,
it's
they
how we think.
Oh, that's a
Was, wasn't
great
it,
goal.
mate? You
That.
just didn't see that, did you? That was the number
cooking
one. That
me
was
chicken.
the opener.
That's a brilliant hit. That is.
That's when you were in the canteen slagging off Owen that as well. Just when he hit
Yeah.
that there,
When he was planning it.
he was planning it. Yeah.
planning it. You heard yourself planning it.
I mean,
In the kitchen, we went with me chicken planning it.
Well, all I
That's
can
a great
say,
goal.
and I don't ever tell lies, is all I can say is what I heard from the dinner lady when we were in there, is what he'd been saying to the dinner ladies.
Who
is,
got a WhatsApp message?
yeah, I did get one direct off the dinner ladies. The canteen, it comes up, canteen ladies, and me WhatsApp. And he said he's been slagging off some kid who's just come in there in a wheelchair. And I was like, oh my god, that is disgusting.
And he's got a plan.
And he's got a plan.
Oh, I've got a plan with chicken.
65th minute.
He's already tried to put wedges of chicken under his ties when we weren't looking at you. Because he doesn't want the grief outside, but I've unwedged him. Bayern getting in the way of this when he goes downstairs.
Yeah, live.
Getting out the way
Hey,
when he
just before he goes,
downstairs,
hey,
you know what I mean?
Uchi, just before he goes, he
And
said,
he's changed his mode here
Shush
as
a
well
minute,
to
oi.
all out attack.
We've got a message,
So-
last message from live. Uchi, just before you go, can you rub both your legs together? I'm nearly there.
I'm not Vic Reeves. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah, I'm
that's a
going to
Vic
go cook
Reeves,
some
isn't
chicken.
it?
I'll give you that, mate.
That's a Vic Reeves
Right.
special, Uchi, isn't it?
I'll be back. I'm going to go cook some chicken.
Oh, we know what happened last time he was cooking chicken.
What time are you?
About 6:30.
About 6:30.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What we'll do is.
It's 7 o'clock kick-off, isn't it, England?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do next weekend for the games? Because do you want to go to a pub and do the game?
We'll be watching. We're going to try and watch the England matches
Sunday?
out and about.
Yeah, next Sunday, yeah.
In a bar somewhere. Good.
I think that's a great idea.
I'm not sure, but I'll have been on a stag. I'll have been at a wedding, so I
Alright.
won't be anywhere near that.
The other games we'll
Yeah.
watch in here.
I won't even. I won't even. I will
I'll
not
try
even.
and get
Probably
down
won't
there.
even have come
Oh,
home.
yeah, I think the pub thing.
I'm at my best friend's
I
wedding.
can get into the George in Norton if you want to go on there. The ice shop, have you got one round deer lined up?
Good little finish, that, I think.
Ding.
Probably. You see,
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
had
yeah.
3 different finishes completely there, I think.
Yeah. So good technical.
Okay.
He's just showed there again, though, why when he's one-on-one, he's lethal.
I like their top as well, different.
Yeah, it's tiny, isn't it?
Oh, there they are arriving.
Come on.
There's the boys.
Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it?
Cheers.
Sitting here, getting the hot seat.
He's saying hello to himself there. He thinks it's an echo.
Show me out, Rob.
No.
Do you want me out?
Going
He's
out.
already saying that
Going
now.
out.
Going out.
Hashtag going out.
He's already saying that though because he wants an excuse to chase him down the corridor here and
I'm
legitimately
gonna go and
beat
hit
him
him
up.
over the head with a pan. In the cafe.
He needs that though because he's all he pans are in his life are pizzas.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, I think there's a few people would like to do the pub sketch for the next game.
Yeah.
Crap, that way.
Yeah.
I'll be in bed that day after on a massive hangover. I've got my best mate's wedding on the Saturday.
I'll end this stream
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Right, so
So just say bye.
listen, thanks for tuning in, guys.
We'll start the England stream straight afterwards, so just jump over to that one.
Right, so we're going to start the England stream. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Good night from me, Mr.
Best
Uchi.
everyone.
Tatty bye from me.
AJT would say goodbye, but it'll be something like
Chicken's
this.
on his mind.
Because he's going to have a mouthful. But get tuning into the England stream, guys, and
Priorities,
peace out.
man,
We're going to be
priorities.
starting it straight away.
Starting it straight away, but thank you for tuning in, guys. Keep your comments coming in. Peace out, much love.